So Toby, we recognise that a diverse workforce, and particularly we're talking about diversity of thought, does that impact the way organisations are going to need to hire staff in the future?
Absolutely. I think in the traditional recruitment models, there's a tendency to take a job description and try and find somebody that matches the requirements of that job description and kind of carbon copy them onto it. But actually, there's a really powerful way of trying to look at diversity of thought. There's some really interesting tools coming online that allows recruiters and managers to look at somebody's sort of diversity of thought profile, if you like, and how well that can fit into a existing team profile to see whether you're hiring somebody who's just like the rest of the team, in which you're going to get groupthink, or whether they really do have a different way of approaching work and can bring in innovative thought, thinking and things like that.
Brilliant. And so the traditional recruitment model, we touched on autism as an example earlier, and I think, if you are, you see the benefits of hiring people with that neurodiversity. For example, I know SAP, the German software company, actually are actively seeking out candidates with autism to spot patterns and make connections that perhaps neurotypical people aren't able to as easily notice. But if you put those people through someone who's got autism through a traditional recruitment process, they're really at a massive disadvantage immediately.
That's right. And with autism, it's well known now that your typical recruitment processes don't really help people on the spectrum. A classic example of somebody who's autistic may struggle with social interaction. So your typical interview format would be difficult. And I've got first-hand experience of that myself, having worked with autistic people in the past. And actually, what I have found is that if you modify and improve your recruitment process through the eyes of somebody who's on the autism spectrum, you actually make the whole experience better for everybody.
Absolutely. I think that's a challenge that organisations need to grasp. It is making that process inclusive and comfortable, and really focusing on what is actually the important elements. Is this person going to bring skills to the organisation that I wouldn't otherwise have, for example?